Hello, hello. Today is the 23rd, 25th of September, 2020, and I'm going to read on Mitch McConnell again because it sounds like, from what I've been told, that his re-election campaign money doesn't quite add up. There's some errors that look odd. So I want to see if this ends up being a real problem for him or not. Let's take a look. Now, I just very quickly want to show you that this is a deck of cards that I received from a wonderful viewer. And thank you so much, Anne H. It's the Halloween Tarot deck. Perfect, small size. And they use different aspects for the different elements. So like you'll have pumpkins for pentacles, you'll have ghosts for cups, bats for swords, and I forget the one for wands, but imps, that's it, imps. They're like little devil. So let's just see. Is this going to cause Mitch McConnell serious damage that he has to drop out of the race? Will Mitch McConnell's campaign fund irregularities get him in trouble so that he must have to drop out or abandon office? That's what I'm curious. Would that happen? I mean, it should. But my concern is, well, the length of time that it takes to look over, I mean, it depends on what they have as well. We don't know. And I haven't looked. So let's just, I'm just doing this blind. Let's just see. Will Mitch McConnell get in trouble with his re-election campaign fund errors and not be able to get elected? Have to abandon office? Will Mitch McConnell get in trouble for campaign errors, fraud, and have to abandon office? Let's see. Seven of Imps, Seven of Wands, okay. Boy, okay. He really thinks he can get away with it with that Seven of Wands. Eight of Bats, but he's confined. Maybe they will freeze or hold that money, because I would imagine they'd have to do something like that in order to make sure that they can track the funds and have, know where the. So I get that confinement card again. He's stuck. And it's like a big play, though. He was going to make a big play for something. Well, for office, but, this is like, it's part of a bigger scheme, a greater scheme. Probably the fact of taking over the country. And the Three of Imps, then we get, it's expansion, there's looking overseas. I feel like possibly the problem could be that maybe some of this funding is linked to overseas, foreign, country, or a foreign source. He's not going to be happy. He's going to have to wait. With that Four of Ghosts. And you can be sure that Mitch will be having a few drinks while he does it. Something for him is like, I think some funding might get frozen. maybe that portion of funding that, they're looking at. And I think it's a significant amount. I've read a few times on this, but I had too many interruptions, so I had to scrap it and do over. But that's okay. Let's just get another line in. King of Bats. So that's probably Trump, because he's bat shit crazy. 5 of Ghosts. There's a loss. And the 8 of Pumpkins. So this is looking over, I think, money and sources of that money, where it's come from, who worked for that, who made that, who sent that. 9 of Imps, it's not looking good. He's going to definitely be on the hot seat and in some trouble, and I don't know that Trump's going to be able to help, because I get the card of loss. I think it is part of the greater scheme to help Trump also stay in office, and so that Mitch can stay in office, and all these old cronies that don't mind robbing our country blind and selling it off to Russia. I actually think there's going to be some significant problem for them. 2 of Imps. Look at, they're held. So 2 of Wands. Decision. Ace of Ghosts. Oh, there's so much. You're gonna get a lot of emotional reaction out of this. I think through Trump and through other people, because that Ace of Cups means you're going to get a big reaction, especially about being stuck and in a position of loss. With that 5 of Ghosts, that 5 of Cups is a loss. Significant loss. Queen of Swords. I feel like this is probably somebody looking into that somebody that was investigating that, or maybe a woman in government. I see a Queen of Swords and a King. Queen of Swords and a King of Wands. And I believe they share what they've come to find. And but it's a point to me of a decision point with what they've found. And they're sharing it because it's rife. Something is just rife. It's spilling over the edge. That he's just effed. And Trump will be at a loss as a result too. If Mitch McConnell goes up in flames, so to speak, or any kind of delay for him to be able to act or do, will hurt Trump's overall, and certainly if he were to get in serious trouble. And I'm kind of thinking this will be serious trouble enough for him that he's going to find himself having to wait. He's going to find himself having to wait and not liking it. He's not going to be feeling like he's got it in the bag. None of that. And we get the Ace of Wands. New activity, a new phase of and death. Oh, it'll be over for him. It will be over for him. Something connected to this brings about a significant radical change and different energy. We really need to watch this one. We really need to watch this investigation because this is a key one. I'll put that out there. Radical change. Knight of Swords, yeah, very quickly, and the Ten of Swords. There will be an end to a long standing painful time. And I think this means he won't be reelected. This also means it kicks off change in government. I do not believe that this works out in his favor. I don't think he will get away with this. So I'll leave it at that. Let's just see how it goes. Leave your comments down below. And that's pretty, precise. I got that Eight of Swords of being stuck or confined, and he doesn't like it, and he's going to have to wait. I think because they're going to be having to investigate or go over this section, whatever, of his campaign funds. But I think it also means they're going to go over some more details, and it's just going to disqualify him or something. Something ends up like as a giant nope, and he gets the death card, and there's a new energy coming in, and it's completely new. His reign looks to me like it will be over, because it looks like a long, painful end done. And I got the death card, so I don't know. That's what I think. Let me know what you think down below. And I will see you in the next video. Please remember to give this a thumbs up and subscribe. Check and make sure that you're still subscribed to me, because sometimes people are finding that some of the people they've subscribed to, I've heard recently that they've found that they've been unsubscribed from. So double check that, please. I would love to have more of people that are viewing me subscribed. Thank you. And have a great Friday.